Hey guys, Dave Pangione here from Remodeling HQ. So we're pulling up to the job site and we do have our first day starting today. We are going to start the demolition on this attic level, and the demolition will be all the inside work. We're going to strip out the top floor down to the rafters and the floor beams, and we'll strip down the garage. And there's a little bit of demolition on the first floor, a couple of closet banks on the first floor, and the front windows are going to be demoed. So what's going to happen is we're going to strip the front wall where the two double windows are going to go. So we're going to get all that done today. It's going to be a 2-day project. We'll strip everything down, clean it up, get it into the container, and then we have the electricians coming on Wednesday, and they're going to take all the wires that go from the basement up to the second floor. So once they get to the top floor, the wires, any wires above the floor beams upstairs, they're going to get cut, capped, and what I'm going to have them do is install a quad receptacle box. This way, when my framing crew gets here and they start cutting the roof off and cutting lumber, they have 4 outlets up in the top floor already rolled up and ready for them to run their electrical lines too. So this way they don't have to run the lines down to the basement or the first floor. So that's going to be all coordinated and set up, and we're going to show you every step of the way. So it's going to be a fun video series on this vlog through Remodeling HQ, and stay tuned. Alright guys, so it's about 7:30 a.m. and my demo crew is on its way. They're going to be here in a couple of minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out with a orange can of paint the areas on the first floor that need to get demoed. And it's not a lot of demo on the first floor, so I don't want them stripping everything. So that's why I'm going to use the paint. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're going to mark out a couple of windows on the first floor, and what I'll do is I'll put some marks on the walls that are going to get demoed, and this way the demo crew will know exactly which walls to do on the first floor. Okay, so currently on the first floor we have single windows. You can see the single windows right over here. You got one over here and one over there in the front wall, and they're going to get taken out. So when we do all the demolition, I want them to strip the walls where we're going to put the new windows and headers. So you can see on the plans here, we got a double window going here, and we have a double window going over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out on the wall where these windows are going to go approximately, and they'll strip out the wall to the closest 2x4. And when my framing crew comes in to put the windows in, it's already going to be opened up and it's less work for them, and it goes a little bit quicker. So you can see I'm going to mark out those 2 windows, and then on the first floor over here I'm going to mark out this existing closet bank. You can see the dotted line right there. There's a closet and also a third linen closet. So I'm going to mark out that section right there. Let's take a look right over here. I already have the can of paint ready. So you can see on the inside wall here, I marked 30 inches in, and from here up, what we're going to do is they're going to see this mark, and they're going to basically strip that wall all the way up there. We're going to come over 5 feet. You can see it's a big window. We're going to come over 5 feet, and they're going to see that. So they're going to strip out that wall from the ceiling all the way down to the floor. We'll go over to the other wall over here. We already have a couple lines set up. And it's a little dark in here, but bear with us. So you can see the mark right here. We're going to just continue that right up. And they'll open up the wall, and they'll go to the closest 2x4. Usually you're going to go to the left a little bit. And we'll go over here to the other mark. Same thing. Okay, same thing. And this way they're going to see these marks. Let me see, I'm losing them. Got to turn a light on in here, but anyway, you can see what's going to happen over here. Now, let's go take a look at the closet banks, and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. So here's the closet banks once again, and you can see we're going to put a header across going into the kitchen, and we're going to open up the one side of the staircase over here. So I'll show you the markouts. All right, so here's the closet bank between this bedroom, this dining room, and the back bedroom. So you can see all the marks on there. It tells my demo crew that we're going to take out that whole wall. And then going over in this direction here, there's going to be a raised header so that the ceiling is nice and flush going over to the kitchen, through the hall right there rather. So we're going to get rid of this header right here. That's going to be a raised header. And then on the other side of this wall, you can see the slope of that mark. That represents the staircase to some degree. And we're going to take out the upper portion of that orange marking. So it's going to open up the staircase into the living room. Okay, you can see the other side right there. That's all marked. Okay. And over here on this side, gets a little dark, but we're going to strip all these beams and posts out. This way it's nice and clean for my demo crew, for my framing crew. And looking over here, again, this is the linen closet. This is all coming out. This whole opening here is going to come out. And on the other side, from the dining room, we're in the bedroom right now. And you can see the other side of this closet bank. There's a closet on that side. There's a closet right here. There's a closet here, and on the dining room there's like a storage closet in the dining room. So all that's coming out, and you can see how open it's going to be now. From there, in the front, it's going to go all the way through, and it's going to be one big, entertaining open area, and it's going to really open up this first floor. All right. Now they have a slightly lowered header here. It's not even a header. I mean, it's a non-load bearing wall. So for some reason they have some accented header. So we're going to take this out too. We want our ceilings to be nice and flush going all the way through. So I'm going to take that out and make it so that the room is completely open, and the ceilings. I like the ceilings to be nice and flush going all the way through. So we're going to take that out also. Alright, you can see we're just doing the demo. Go ahead, come on. See, we're doing a demo up here. We're starting to pull the trim off. This is just a sheetrock wallboard, and you can see it comes off real easy. See, right through. If it was plaster, it'd be time consuming. So this comes off. It's going to come out easy. And what we're going to do, we're going to strip this down real quick. Probably maybe 3 or 4 hours. We'll have this all pulled down. Whoops. And by the end of the day, tomorrow, we'll have this all carted away into the container. Hey guys, Dave Pangione from Remodeling HQ. If you like our videos and you're interested in home additions, add levels, or complete home remodelings, click on the subscribe button right there. Once we produce a video, you'll instantly get notified. Thanks for subscribing. You can see how easy the sheets come off. We just take sections at a time, pull it off, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull off all the sheetrock, make a pile, and then all the insulation that's underneath, we're going to discard the insulation, and we're going to put the insulation in the container first, and then we'll take the sheetrock and the hardwood flooring and we'll put it on top of the insulation and push it down. This way you make you save space in the 30-yard container. You can see how fast this comes off. It's going to be a quick process. We're taking down the sheetrock, and check out what we found behind the sheetrock. Pretty cool. All right, so you can see over here we're taking down the sheetrock here, and there's plywood behind the sheetrock, and you don't find this too often. And you know, homeowners did things certain ways before they had the inspection process in place. And you can see this is a good reason why we have inspections. Take a look at you can see the plywood right here. For some reason they put the plywood behind the sheetrock, and then there's insulation behind that. So this is a good reason why we have inspections and inspectors to eliminate shoddy building that we're looking at right now. Okay, so behind the sheetrock is the insulation. Not bad. I've seen thinner insulation up in these old capes, but this is a R11 insulation. And as we peel it back, you can see the wires. That's why my electrical crew is going to come up here in a couple of days. And what we'll do is you can see all the wires that are going through the back wall. And you can see back there, this is all the, let me show you here. This is all the wasted, let's see if you can see that. This is all the wasted space from the capes. You can see back here. See all that? That's about 7 feet right there of wasted living space. So when we knock this roof off, we're going to be utilizing the whole floor. So you can see right there, you got about 7 feet back here, beyond this little knee wall in here. So get a better look at that wasted space. Let's look over here. You can see it through this angle. They had a little storage door. You know, they used it for storage, but you know, these homeowners that hired us, we're going to utilize this whole top floor. So we're going wall to wall living space, 3 beds, 2 baths, and a laundry up here. So it's going to be they're going to get all this living space back, and part of their new floor plan. So you can see how quick it's getting demoed. We already have that back room just about done, and we'll be moving over to these walls over here. And again, the object is to take the sheetrock down, get to the insulation, throw the insulation in the container, and then throw the sheetrock on top, which will weigh it down. Otherwise, the insulation just takes up a lot of space. All right, guys, let's go upstairs. We'll take a look at the second floor. It's been about 4 hours. Okay, so here we go. We're upstairs now. You can see we stripped out the whole top floor. And what do you think of that? I mean, we got it down to the rafters. You can see the roof rafters. You can see the floor beams all the way across. Now you can get an idea of the size of the top floor that we're going to have here soon. Now, beyond that wall out there is a garage, and it's a 12 by 22 foot garage. So we're going to be adding that on to the floor plan as well. So what's going to happen next is we're pulling out all the nails on the floor, on the floor beams, because there was a hardwood flooring on there, and those nails never come out with the wood. They get stuck in the floor beams. So we are going to clean up all the nails on the top of the floor beams, and then we're going to sweep up, and the next crew that's going to come in up here will be the electrical crew, and they're going to take all these wires that you're seeing here, and anything coming out of the second floor and going up will be removed. You can see all these high wires here, and the floors, you can see the old light switch wires. They're all going to be removed. And I mentioned in an earlier video that we're going to put a 4-box receptacle up here for the framing crew, which will be tied into one of these wires. I'm sure we have 1 or 2 feeds coming up here, so we'll tie in a quad box. And if you take a look down into the floor beams, you can see the hi-hats. All these hi-hats are drilled through the floor beams, thankfully. Otherwise, we'd have to pull them out and redo them. So all these wires that are down here, this Romex wire, that's all good. We don't have to touch that. So we're in a good position with those. There's about 8 first floor hi-hats, and none of them have to get moved. There's no wires laying across the floor here, which is awesome because usually when we do these air levels, there's 5 or 10 wires running across the floor here. We usually have to disconnect them, cut them, and then reroute them through the floor beams. So this is, we're in good shape here right now. All right, guys, let's go downstairs. We'll take a look at the demolition on the first floor. And you can see we're pulling up the hardwood flooring on the whole first floor here. We're halfway done. And if you turn around, you can see now we're starting to strip out these walls. You can see the closet bank. We're stripping that out. Now here's some more wires that are going up to the top floor. Good thing is there's a feed right here coming from the bottom. And that feed is coming through the bottom down here. And it's making its way up, and it's going up to the top floor. So we'll end up killing that, which will clear the opening for us. And let's go in here. You can see we're still getting to this area here. We're only on our second day here, and we have just about 80% of the work done. We'll be done by the end of the day. How's that for a packed container? This is a 30-yarder. In one day, we filled this thing up. This is the plywood, the whole top floor. We had a little bit of carpet in there. This container is packed. Got about another maybe hour, and we'll have this container filled. Home additions, add levels, complete home remodeling. Become a subscriber. You'll see all our videos shot on location in New Jersey. Thanks. Click on the button right over there. Thanks.